Oh my God, she's literally just calling him a cuckold. Oh my God. Hello guys, welcome to RPD, aka Red Pill Dad channel, here to help men young and old become better men, husbands, and fathers. So today I'm going to go over a multitude of things, but first I do have a reaction video for you guys. This is actually Adam22 with Lena the Plug. I know this is going super viral right now, and I just wanted to share my opinion on it. Obviously, being a father, being a husband, having a wife and kids, it's kind of crazy to me what I've been seeing circling the internet. So I'm going to play it here for you guys, and you're going to get my reaction, then we're going to talk about it after.
Serious frame of reference. Like we need like many years in the game, because I'm gonna be honest with you, that would kill me inside if I knew that you went and did a shoot and that the guy did anything that you found to be like really disrespectful or whatever. Like I would have such a hard time with that. Like I'm going to go to his house and shoot him in the face. It's
Okay,
gonna like really.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there. Okay, I'm already triggered in this video. Let me tell you guys something right now, okay? As a man, it's borderline unacceptable to pretty much pimp your wife out, okay? I know a lot of guys talk about this on the internet, you know, like it's something cool. It's really not cool. Like hip-hop music, a lot of the things out there are really propagating people to actually give up their wife and kids, and I consider this a matrix attack. Because when young men see this, they're going to think it's okay to pimp out your fucking wife or, you know, pimp out your kids, which is what they're trying to do, low key. So you guys need to understand that it's actually unacceptable, this whole scenario, even to begin with, and to publicize it on another level is crazy to me. Okay, so first thing first there, obviously you're going to be pissed off as a man watching your wife have sex with another man. It's just going to trigger you, period. But to sit there, have an open conversation on the internet about how you guys feel, I would argue that has nothing to do with masculinity. This is actually a very feminine frame in which they're trying to portray. And I would consider this a massive matrix attack, because at the end of the day, this is going to program young men into thinking that it's really okay to do what Adam22 is doing just for clout. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, so this is crazy to me.
Really be bad if someone were to like cross lines like that. With Jason, I wasn't worried about that at all, because I've been around him. I know that he's like a very like gentle giant type guy. I've never heard a girl say that he was an abuser or anything weird like that.
That was a big reason why I wanted to like pick him. I just never heard a girl say anything weird or bad or anything about him. So it was like, which is it's kind of hard to find, unfortunately. But I think if I did shoot with other people, I would just take my assistant with me and be like, hey.
Yeah, I'm going to stop it there again. That's just crazy. Talking about this guy being a gentle giant and all this crap. Like, I don't want any of my friends touching my wife. Like, period. It's actually crazy. Crazy. You can't become a man if you're pretty much a cuck. And I know people will be like, oh, you know, they have an open relationship. Okay. Number one rule as a husband is it's not an open relationship. There's no open crap. This is bullshit. Okay, this is legitimate new way of thinking. This has not actually tested or lasted the test of time. This is kind of just people spewing out a whole bunch of loosely based opinions and then deciding that, okay, you know, we're going to propagate and program young males to actually want this type of relationship and strive towards this, even though this is fucking ludicrous. Like, this is actually ludicrous to have this thought process just being in a relationship. You guys need to understand, okay? Frame is everything. So you could even look by her facial expressions. She's slowly losing respect for him, and he doesn't even realize it. So from a psychological standpoint, you guys need to understand how women think. Okay, she's testing him, seeing what is going to trigger him, what is going to piss him the fuck off. She literally tested him by having sex with another fucking dude, and then sitting here saying like, oh yeah, I'm happy that, you know, we're open about this. Yeah, you know, as a man, I wanted to just see it and be okay with it. And it's like, bro, she's testing you. Like, you're falling for this bullshit feminist fucking trap, which is actual propaganda. So you guys watching this, and you know, if you've been watching it all over social media, please don't fall for this fucking bullshit at all. Like, and I mean at all, because if you're going to have a family, you're going to have kids, especially if a daughter, and your daughter, you know, goes on the internet and actually sees this conversation, you know, between you and your wife, like, that's going to be crazy. How is your daughter supposed to react? And I know they do have a daughter. How's your daughter going to react to this? That's nuts. Okay? So I'm going to go back here. This is crazy to me.
Like, hey, you can't watch, but you got to be in that room.
Well, you think Monica's going to beat him up for me?
I don't know. I guess
Give her the gun.
I'd just feel safe if she was there.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems a little sketchy too, because you're a very polite person. Like, if they cross a line or whatever, who knows? You might just end up rolling with it and then being mad about it afterwards, right?
No, I feel like I'm old enough and I'm able to stand my ground on things. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do the yeses and the nos, you know?
We'll cross the how many more people will want to work with in the duration of her career. We'll cross that bridge at some
I
point.
have to get Adam's okay, and it's probably going to be after the scene comes out and he sees how it plays out.
We're going to have to do some review. I told her early on, I'm like, I just don't want to feel like indebted.
What the fuck? You're going to get his reaction after the film's been done? What if it happens again? Guys. Okay. All right. This is just not okay. For young men watching this, this is crazy to me. Think about that narrative, that dynamic, where your wife is going to have sex with another man, then you're going to react to it later, and then you're going to, you know, give a response based off of, you know, if it's okay or not after the fact that it happened. What the fuck? Guys, I know people think, you know, this bullshit saying happy wife, happy life. That's all crap. Control your wife, control your life. That's very simple. And I need you guys to understand this. If you don't have a control on your wife, your kids, and your environment, you know, the people who work for you, if your working environment, you're going to fail as a man. And, you know, I run multiple different companies. And if I didn't have control in my businesses, it would be very difficult for me to even move in a direction. You know, right now I'm on the road. I travel. You know, my wife's at home with the kids. I travel a lot. I have guys working with me who travel with me. And if I didn't have control of the environment, it'd be legitimate chaos. But in a relationship, to sit here and say, oh, let's see how his reaction is going to be after the fact has happened, that's crazy. That's just no control in the relationship. That's just to show you the masculine frame that's actually been created in this relationship is lost. It's non-existent. She's pretty much wearing the pants. He's just there. She's literally just with this dude for clout. I wouldn't be surprised in the next 5 to 10 years if these two don't even, you know, have some sort of relationship, because this can't last long. It's never going to, and I don't want. And even if it does, it's an anomaly, and I would not tell young men to, you know, strive for this type of relationship, because just on the balance of probabilities, this is just not a relationship that's going to last the test of time. And, you know, a lot of these people with this new school bullshit and propaganda, don't even bother, guys. Just don't even bother having this type of relationship. Okay? I'm going to get back to this video.
To have to like be on board with this like nonstop throughout the future.
Yeah. When we came home from the honeymoon, I was like, I think I'm ready to have another baby. And Adam was like, I don't think so. And then now Adam keeps asking me when I want to have another baby.
Well, because it is kind of like there's like a timer of sorts, because it's like, if we want to have another kid or two, I mean.
Guys, I'm choking on my drink here, man. This is crazy to me. This is what the fuck am I seeing, man? What am I seeing? Holy fuck! Oh my god, this world is corrupted. This is disgraceful. The Matrix is taking souls right now. Negative energy. What I call the beasts of lower vibrations is taking over fucking mankind right now, guys. This is wild. This is fucking wild, bro. What am I hearing? How old is she? She's probably in her late 20s, early 30s for sure. I have no clue, nor do I give a fuck how old she is. But all I know is this relationship is just not a wise one. And then, you'll get a lot of garbage on social media, loosely based opinions. Oh, this is an open relationship. This is the type of relationship they want, and all this crap. This is nonsense, guys. Absolute nonsense. Are you really listening to this? Are you guys taking this bullshit in? Okay? This is fucked. When are we gonna have another kid? Oh yeah, what? How the fuck are you thinking about having another kid with this dumb bitch? Are you crazy? You need to cut, bro. Like, you really need to cut, dog. Like, you need to cut. This is crazy. I can't, just as a father and, if some crazy shit like this happened in my life, man, I'd just be disgusted. I just couldn't look myself in the mirror after allowing this kind of bullshit. But I almost choked on my fucking drink, man. That's how crazy this shit is to me, man. I'm going to play this video again, guys. Holy crap, man. Wow.
At a certain age, it's considered like a high risk elderly pregnancy or some shit if you're even like close to 40.
If you go by that number, then they already think I'm too old.
Right. Well, you need to freeze your eggs so we could potentially get a surrogate in case you decide that you want to do more black scenes for the next 10 years, right?
Are you guys listening to this fuckery? Are you guys listening to this fuckery? This is the beast of lower vibrations. Altering fucking reality. Letting this guy think that freezing eggs and all this bullshit is okay as a man to continue to accentuate the human race. You guys got to look at a few things, okay? And this dynamic, the root of this is because people believe money is more important than accentuating the human race. And, that already in and of itself is legitimate propaganda. Like, there's nothing more important than having kids, having a family. Making money comes second. And, I'll hear this a lot. Well, you can't have any of those if you don't have money. Okay, let's look at the, time. Let's look at history. Human beings have survived without money over the last 2,000 to 3,000 years, and were able to populate to 7 billion while doing so. So I'm pretty sure you're being lied to about this whole money thing. If I was a young man, I actually regret not having kids earlier. My first child I had was 24, 25? Something like that. I should have had it at like 18, 19. Because you're going to suffer regardless. Like, I think you guys need to understand this. You're going to suffer whether you have a kid or you don't have a fucking kid. But the lessons that you learn having a kid is significantly greater than not. I think it was Patrick Bet-David who talked about, having kids is risky, but not having kids is riskier. And I actually agree with that. Or having a wife is risky, but not having a wife is riskier. I truly believe that, because at the end of the day, you cannot ride solo on this mission called life. You need a family. You need something that's growing, that's permeating into something greater. And if you're sitting here, like, most men are just going to watch this video and just be like, fuck relationships, fuck this crap. Or they're going to be like, oh, this is okay. And then you're now a cuck, fathering other people's kids when, that should not be a thing. This is literally a program from the elite making you guys think it's okay. I truly believe a Genghis Khan type individual is coming soon here, where dudes are just okay watching their wives get fucked by a superhuman and then having multiple kids, and then you go raise that fucking kid. I'm paranoid with all this shit. I'm fucking paranoid. Just watching this, just the Matrix is no fucking joke, man. This is crazy to me. Okay, guys? Like, it's nuts. Wow.
We'll just have to see.
Because that's what probably a lot of people like have a hard time wrapping their head around, is that that was almost like the other option. It was like you were either gonna like keep going with this shit and like your career and do some more spicy stuff, or you were just gonna like go full mom mode. But why does that not appeal to you at this point in your life? Or does it?
I was fully ready to come home and be a stay-at-home mom. I just said that.
Right.
And then, you were not really down.
Oh, okay. I think you're kind of mischaracterizing that. I have gone through a pretty rocky.
What? She was willing to be a stay-at-home mom. Adam is pretty wealthy. What the fuck are you guys doing here? What? Oh my God. Okay. Guys, if you guys are single right now and you find a good woman and she's willing to be a stay-at-home mom, you better snatch that bitch up quick. Okay? Reality is you do not want a woman competing with you, not because of some egotistical thing, just because in any dynamic, so, running a company, okay, I'm the boss, and then I do have people, within the hierarchy who have to do work, who have to comply, who have to do certain things. If there was somebody on the same level as me, the business would not be able to run sufficiently because now we have a battle of ideologies. The good thing about my businesses is, I'm able to create my businesses based off of my ideologies. So it's a lot easier for me to grow, scale, and become better as a man just because, you're not getting challenged all the time in terms of, where the company and the direction it needs to go. So even getting investors sometimes, can be risky just because you got to make sure that investor has the same ideologies as you. It's not just about raising capital or getting money. It's about finding the person who has the same ideologies, belief systems, and is willing to go through certain battles in which other people will not do. Okay. So this right here shows me that he's already been turned to the dark side. Dark side of life. If you as a man don't want your woman to be a stay-at-home wife, that's crazy to me. And the crazy thing about it is you don't need to make a lot of money in order to actually get this done. And I know the internet be like, oh yeah, you got to make $500,000 a year. That's actually bullshit. You guys need to, it's not live within your means. You need to actually create a game plan for you and your family. And I think that's huge. A lot of people just don't game plan and they just go with the flow bullshit. And I don't agree with the go with the flow. I hate fucking surprises. I'll go into that later as we, get to know each other. But one of the biggest things for me is like, this is garbage. And I know I could get a lot of flack for it. I could have some people that agree with me. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest with you. But one thing I could tell you is I would not want my son to have this fucking dynamic with his wife in the future. And if I saw it, I'm going to come in and corrupt the whole fucking thing. As a dad, I could not sit there and watch my son go through this fucking nonsense. And then half of you would be like, oh, your son needs to be free. Life's not free. There's no such reality as something for nothing. Life costs something, okay? And I'm not watching my son have this fucking dynamic with his wife. Nor would I watch my friend have this dynamic with his wife. I have to say something, even if people start hating me. Okay, but this is crazy. Like, you have a woman who's willing to be a stay-at-home mom, and you're not comfortable with that. What? You got to be doing drugs. You got to be doing extraordinary amounts of drugs to be on this kind of behavior. This is crazy. This is wild to me. I don't even know what to say after this one. This is nuts. This is crazy, man.
Year.
Yeah.
And
you said you want to feel more stable in your life.
Right.
And somehow me having a baby makes you feel less stable, even though I'm going to do like 99% of the work.
I mean, it just felt like, oh, that's going to be like a lot.
Yeah, that's another indoctrination right there. Men think that if they have kids that they're supposed to be doing the work and they should be scared of it. No, your wife should be taking care of the kids. Actually, this is exactly why I don't agree with the whole vasectomy thing. That's garbage. You need to be 18, 19, and start making kids right then. One, you're going to be the highest level of testosterone for you, okay? You're going to be able to take as much risk as possible. Having kids in your 30s is a massive, massive problem, especially if you haven't really hit where you want it to hit. You're better off having them early, going through the suffering and figuring it out. Like, poverty is a phenomenal thing for kids. Like, you guys need to understand that. I would argue your kids would actually be grown up in a better environment because they see the struggle, they see the strife, and they see what it took for you as a man to get where you need to get to, as well as your wife. I know we live in a hypergamous reality right now, but there are good women out there. So I don't want you guys to think that there's not good women out there. I know you guys may watch, shows like Fresh and Fit, stuff like that. But there's some really good women out there, and you guys need to go find these good women. Actually, I would argue if you're an 18 or 19-year-old right now watching this, you could become a good man immediately. First things first, cut off the fucking losers. The reason he has this mentality is because he's been hanging out with fucking losers for a very long time. Gangsters, all these fucking losers, drug addicts and so forth. So they have this open relationship garbage mentality. A lot of them do. It's crazy. You would be surprised how many of these dudes would let their girlfriend smash another dude and be like, bitch, I'm going to make money from you. That's a fucking loser. You're a loser. There's none of that. Okay? Like, how is that being a man? How is that protecting women? Just stringing her off for prostitution, early prostitution. That's just crazy to me, guys. I just don't understand where this framing comes from. I literally think this is a matrix attack. This is the elite propagating even the seldomly wealthy to believe it's okay for some other dude to fuck your bitch or fuck your wife, so that when they come in and do it, you're just going to watch and be okay with it. But again, that's just my opinion. Okay?
To take on right now, just because having one kid is just so fucking crazy. And I don't know, I'm just like a little nervous about the fact that like 2 kids is like so much more work than 1 kid. And it's not like 2 times as much work. No, it's like 3 or 4 times as much work, I feel like.
It's hard. I mean, I want to be a mom and I also want to work. And those things don't always mix well together because I need my body for my job.
Right.
Guys, are you listening to this? A man is saying it's hard to have kids. What are you talking about? Bro, you have a wife. For a woman, having kids is very difficult. Motherhood is extremely difficult, guys. I don't want you guys to underestimate motherhood. Motherhood is one of the toughest jobs on the fucking planet. You need a good woman to raise your kids correctly. You need a woman who's going to devote her life to raising young men and women. It's crazy to me that this dude's talking about it's being difficult. I had kids at 24, 25. It didn't change my life whatsoever. You guys will get lied to about having kids and it being hard. That is an indoctrination. They don't want you to have kids, which is why they are spewing this bullshit to you. It is not difficult having kids. Stop being a fucking pussy and go recreate human life. You need to understand. Whether you have a poor mentality, rich mentality, whatever the fuck it may be, we'll fix that later. The number one goal as a human being is to procreate and have an abundance of other humans into reality. You can figure out all the mentality and all that kind of stuff later. And I don't agree with people saying, get your career, situated before you have kids. I think that's legitimate bullshit. And I would argue most people saying that, they're agents in the matrix because they'll let you spew your propaganda. They'll continue to allow you to do that if you're spreading that message because that's literally transhumanism at its finest. And I'll talk about that kind of stuff later. Like that is, turning people into eunuchs, telling them, oh, have kids later. Okay, if my testosterone's depleting, why would I have kids later? That doesn't make sense. There's nothing about it that is sensical. You guys really need to wake the fuck up. You need to swallow that red pill immediately. Don't choke on the fucking pill. Swallow that bitch. Drink some fucking water with that too. Because you guys need to understand the corruption that's going on in society. Like for you guys to even believe it is okay to have kids later rather than earlier is an indoctrination. So you guys got to switch your fucking mentality right now. Find some woman, and most of them will not come with, great qualities, but a man is defined by the woman he can create. Your job is to take a blank slate, somebody who's naive, and turn them into something that you want. Okay? My wife, when I first met her, she wasn't perfect, but I took the time as a man, because it's going to be difficult anyways, so I made a choice. I could be alone and, try to make millions of dollars, or I can make millions of dollars having a family. And I chose making millions of dollars having a family. So it may not be advantageous for anybody else, but for me, it really worked. And I thought to myself, okay, would I rather have my wife work for me, or would I have my wife work for some fucking dude who doesn't give a fuck about her family? So my wife works for me. So the fact that she's even talking about her body as a career and all this garbage, you guys got to be scared. If you're watching this video, you should be fucking scared, because majority of the women you're going to be dealing with will kind of have this mentality, but you need to legitimately come with hellfire and fury. You need to be a monster. I think it was somebody on social media, Jordan Peterson, said it's better to be, a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. And I truly believe with that, and I agree with that, because you need to be a monster. Yeah, from 18 to about 35, 40, you need to be a fucking monster. You need to be unreasonable. You need to be borderline a dick, because this is the garbage that you're going to get. And women will take advantage of you guys. Like, I don't think you understand. They will test you. They will take advantage. Your wife or your girlfriend will try to talk to other dudes in DM, okay? Some of them are very good at hiding it. And she's public and she's open, and I don't even give her credit for that, because he's just going to get a lot of flack for all this shit. And there's going to be a bunch of leftists and pussies be like, oh, this is a great relationship. You should be able to be open. Yeah, no, this is ridiculous, okay? This is, I don't even have words for this crap. This is crazy. This is ludicrous to me, okay? I'm going to continue this. I'm starting to get angry.
Kids, I would have gone like 10 plastic surgeries already, but I'm trying to balance everything.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of people seem to think that like I'm broke and that's the only possible reason that I could have been on board with this.
Okay, people need to get this straight, because this has like no effect on Adam's income except for like whatever views you've been getting off the podcast. This is all my money. We split everything, and we do have a prenuptial agreement, which people keep bringing up. I hope you got a prenup.
Yeah, that's the problem. Right there. Right fucking there. We split everything 50-50. Yeah. Garbage. That is already the problem. Guys, if you're splitting everything 50-50, the problem you're going to have is your wife will want to have sex with another man. You guys really need to understand this. There's nothing about this 50-50 bullshit. There's no partnership that's 50-50. It's 100-100 regardless. So I expect, a woman to be a woman and be feminine. I expect a man to be very masculine and do his thing. Okay, so, okay, let's play this game where your wife goes to work, because some of you guys will have that. Okay, that's not an issue, right? But the reality is, if your wife is going to work and it's affecting your ability to raise the kids, she needs to stop her job. You guys need to sit there and replan the dynamic of your guys' relationship and how you guys are going to move forward as a family. This is crazy to me. This just shows they seldomly talk about what are necessities for their family. They're more focused on building their careers. And I think that already there is the indoctrination. You cannot have two people doing the same thing. A business needs roles, just like a relationship. A relationship really is a business. I would call it a spiritual business. Okay, it's a spiritual transaction. So when you're in a committed relationship, you guys need to sit down and identify roles, identify priorities. Okay, As a man, this is my role. I'm going to be the breadwinner. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. As a wife, I'm going to take our ideologies as a family, and I'm going to use that to raise our kids. I'm going to make sure our kids are sharp, they're ready and prepared for society. As a man, I'm going to come in at later stages based off of what I've accumulated in terms of knowledge, resources, and so forth. I'm going to teach our kids the next stage after you set them up and get them ready for me. That is a healthy relationship. This is not a healthy one. You see, this bullshit here is why so many people in the West are getting divorced at the moment. It's just because of this 50-50 bullshit. It doesn't work. There needs to be some time. Okay, if she's working and he's working, where's the time to sit there and figure things out? It's virtually impossible because she still has to raise their daughter or whatever kid they have. It's virtually impossible, guys. So I know a lot of people on the internet, especially over the last 20 years, have been spewing this. Oh, yeah, 50-50 crap. It's legitimate propaganda. And I need you guys to understand this. Be at peace with it. The truth hurts, but it shall set you free. There's no relationship on planet Earth that's 50-50. Anybody who tells you that is indoctrinated. Just make sure that is clear. Anybody splitting a business 50-50 can't be trusted. There's no business that should be split 50-50 with investors. And if it is, they're probably their lifestyle. They could be rich. You guys need to understand this. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you're successful. At all. At all. There's people killing themselves all the time and they're billionaires. Yeah, you're not successful. If you're a billionaire and you're ready to kill yourself, you're not fucking successful. Your money was never your problem. Your mentality was. You're just a fucking loser with a bunch of money. Okay? This dude right now seems to me as a fucking loser with a bunch of money. Literally. Because he's not understanding his effect on this. He is now affecting the younger generation, making them think it is okay for his lack of masculine frame and his lack of ability to control his environment, which is why there's always chaos on the show. You know, I've watched other stuff from these guys. It's crazy. You know, people are leaving his company, all this kind of stuff. It's because of this kind of behavior, this kind of mentality. Like, you guys should not want to strive for this. You guys, legitimately, I had a good father. My parents were broke. But I had a great father. Money has nothing to do with being a good father. Like, you guys need to understand this fully. You're being indoctrinated. Money is an idea. The money you are waking up going like slaves for, some dude's printing it. You do not make money, you take it. Once you understand that, it'll be easier for you to live your life. So if you know you have to go out there and take money, why would I waste my time having my wife, putting her in danger to go out there and try and take money from other people? No, I'm a man. I'm going to go take money from other people. Okay? I'm not going to go make money. Just having the indoctrination of the belief system that you're going to make money is the problem. You cannot go out there and make money. You're not the fucking Federal Reserve. You need to go take it. And once you take it, you'll understand why the fuck would I put my wife in harm's way to go make a piece of, or to go take a piece of paper. You crazy? Nah, man, this is wild, bro. This is wild to me, man. RPD here, man. Holy fuck.
We're both very financially conscious. We're both good business people. And we're not broke. I don't know what else to say except to say that we're not broke. We don't have to work.
Lena is the kind of person who...
I gotta stop it there again. Just that whole soliloquy, whether they're broke or not, I don't actually give a fuck. I don't even think it matters, really. The fact that you're even doing this is the problem. Like, this is what feminism has done to the entire world, especially the West. You cannot go to Muslim countries, or let's just call it, I'll call it less developed countries, because they're not really less developed. They're more developed. We're less developed, thinking that this fucking is okay. This is disgusting. To have that even mentality is wild to me. Like, I want to say something. I'm just going to play the video.
Who I don't want to say dollar amounts, but like the amount of money that you make right now is by any objective measure a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And that's just not good enough for you. You want to go for the gold. You want to shoot for the stars.
Because I don't know how long this career will last. And I'm already doing it. I've already put my name in the mud. Might as well ride it till the wheels fall off and, just.
No, I agree. And especially.
And you said that to me too.
I agree.
You're
yeah.
like, if you're still doing if he said, if you're still making 10% of what you make now at 40.
Yes. You know why this is a problem? Short-term success comes with long-term problems. To have this type of career, you are a woman. Your body's not going to last forever. This is short-term gratification, not realizing that it's going to come with long-term problems. You need to understand, guys. Stop going for short-term gratification. Does that make sense, guys? Stop doing it. It's a waste of time. I've fallen for that trap in the past. I've fallen for it. And I had to do a lot of personal growth and development, understanding it. I had to meet the right people. I had to, read books. I had to go out there and actually put myself out there to just realize, like, holy shit, like, I really don't understand life. And it takes a little bit of humility, and then you got to fight. You got to suffer to understand some of this shit. But what she's talking about here is fucking craziness to me. Absolute psychotic behavior. This is wild. This is crazy to me, guys. And I just don't understand why, as a man, you would do any of this kind of stuff. Like, this is crazy. The indoctrination's great, guys. The indoctrination's great.
It would be all about how I actually felt about it. If I was like, fuck, I hate this. I'm so over this. I look awful in all my scenes. I look dead inside. No, I definitely shouldn't be doing it anymore.
Right. But I mean, 10% of what you've been making for the last couple of years would still be like a shitload of money for the average person, which, you could easily live off of and stuff like that. But we also have financial goals. We've talked about buying a beach house at length. And, I kind of feel like this whole Jason Love arc has been, we're getting to the beach house category.
Yeah, that's what I tell you every time I leave for a scene with another man. Don't forget that beach house, babe. That house in Malibu. I'm going to buy it for us. Let me just.
Guys, imagine that being your leverage to keep a dumb bitch. We're going to buy a house in Malibu, beach house, crap. She's only with the dude because of what he can provide. This is why I do kind of like dudes like Fresh and Fit, Andrew Tate, and so forth. They just tell it how it is. Hypergamy is a real thing. She's only with the dude because he has more money than her and allows her to fuck other dudes. Of course if you're a woman, why would you not want Adam 22? He's going to let me do a whole bunch of fucking bullshit. He's going to let me do whatever the fuck I want. And I get to have a beach house in Malibu? This lady's living the fucking dream, man. This is the legitimate propaganda dream. This is the feminist dream. The feminist I fucking deals. This is what all women actually want, and then probably 2-3 years down the road, not want it. It feels great in the moment. Yeah, I get to do whatever the fuck I want, and then get pissed off that they're not being controlled. Every woman deep down wants to be controlled and not be able to do whatever the fuck they want. Does that make sense to you guys? Like this is crazy fucking Z. I'm borderline disgusted. I don't even know why I'm continuing this. I don't know why I'm even continuing this. But it's for you guys. That's why I'm going to continue it. But this is crazy to me, man. I'm already getting heated. Holy fuck.
Just go get double teamed right quick. I'll be right back.
That is not a thing. Yeah, if you're getting double teamed, then at least one of them is going to be sexual vanilla over here. Okay.
Will you film for us?
No. About to fucking little kelpie your ass if you keep that going.
Oh my God, she's literally just calling him a cuckold. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay. A lot of people seem to think that you doing this is like a sign of us being at a bad place in our relationship, or that things are all wrong.
But it's the opposite.
Or if I was even a little bit worried about you cheating, then we wouldn't be able to do it, I
Yeah.
think.
Same with you. Like, I
Right.
feel like early in our relationship, when you were actually cheating, when you were actually asking for threesomes all the time,
So sorry, by the way.
fuck you.
So sorry.
You know, I would have felt a lot more threatened by doing a lot of those threesomes, or like saying, hey, go fuck this girl without me. We had, I couldn't do plug talk like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, go just fuck the girls without me. And you were like,
Guys, the Matrix is real. She just fucked a BBC without this dude. Look how masculine this female is. This is an extremely masculine woman. This is what you guys don't want. This is God. I'm just gonna play the video, man. I'm just gonna play it.
like, nah, I'm good. I'll just wait till you're ready. So it's like, because I have that version of you who doesn't really care that much.
I feel like we're
You
at
know?
a great place
It
in our
makes me
relationship.
feel like we're in a great place.
And especially coming off of the honeymoon, I felt like much more relaxed and like I was in a good place with you. And a lot of this just had to do with me just kind of realizing that, you know, the internet shitting on me for stuff that I'm genuinely into is not the end of the world. You know, like that insecurity is kind of gone now, which is nice.
Genuinely into.
Well,
I'm just trying to get you to admit that you like it.
oh, I feel like I've admitted that at this
Okay.
point. The tweets about me just like acknowledging, like, hey, I saw it and I thought it was hot. That was like kind of hard for me to write. And I added like the exclamation points out of.
This is a cuck, guys. Nothing else. Don't let anybody else lie to you. Don't even listen to a goddamn word. This is just cuck behavior. Accept it for what it is. The truth hurts, but it shall set you free. That's all I got to say for this part. Yeah.
Of almost like insecurity, but it was like, you know what? Like, this is how I actually feel. I'm just going to tweet this.
It's nice to see you having fun on Twitter, even though sometimes I just don't want to look at it because it's so cringy.
My tweets are cringy.
Some of them, yeah.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a call. Oh, okay. I'm going to take this. Oh, hello.
Look who it is.
Mr. Jason Love. How you doing, man?
It was goody.
We're just doing a little podcast here and figured that we would, have a little conversation with you to see exactly how all this was for you as well.
Is this the dude she had sex with? This big ass Negro? Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm just gonna continue to play, man. I'm just gonna continue to play this.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
Cool. That's why I chimed in. Catch y'all. See what's up.
definitely. So is there, what's the vibe like between you guys? Anything I should know about?
I don't think there's a really vibe. I think it's like a business thing, but I feel just very uncomfortable with this right now. I feel
A
awkward.
little uncomfortable.
Can you tell?
You don't look like you feel awkward. It does not portray from a psychological standpoint or physiological standpoint that you feel uncomfortable. Guys, this is female jargon. This is what I would call womanese. She is spewing out propaganda about how she feels when she does not feel even remotely close to what she's portraying in the camera. This does not look like she's uncomfortable. This looks like, you bitch ass nigga, I have one up on you. Ha ha ha, I'm going to control our relationship and you will be dealt the mighty hammer later. Oh my God. I can't believe this.
Tell him how nervous I was.
Bro, like so nervous. Oh my God. I feel so wrong right now. Like,
It was
like
bad.
it's just work.
Okay.
Calm down.
But a lot of people have like a cheating fetish. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like
I feel like you do.
yeah, cheating I've done in the past. was I a little bit turned on by the fact that I was doing something underhanded? Or take myself out of it, but like, if you're fucking a girl and you know she has a boyfriend and she's doing something wrong, that is kind of hot.
Is it?
A little bit.
You see, he knows.
It's kind of like the adrenaline. Like,
I'd
you
feel
know,
so
like, you're
guilty
supposed to be doing
if
it.
I was the other woman.
Okay, so Jason, give me a genuine review. How was it?
You want like a number scale or just like?
Numbers sounds like it could be hurtful, but if it's a high number,
You gives me
sure.
like a 4.
Is this dude asking for a review on what had transpired? What am I hearing, guys? What am I? This is degeneracy at its highest form. This is Matrix 2.0. You know what? This is the Matrix Resurrection. This is Matrix. They're just changing the game now. All they did was just recreate a new simulation. But same rules, same bullshit, same fucking arc of just debauchery. And, oh my God. I can't believe this is even on the internet. I can't even believe this is a thing. I didn't know this was this crazy. People told me to react to this. Guys, I didn't even know it was like this. I had people in my DM saying, yo, man, just react to this, man. I know you're starting the channel. React to this. This would be cool. This is trending. But I didn't think it was going to be like this, guys. Let me tell you guys something right now. A lot of the content I'm going to be making, let's call it over the next 12 to 36 months, I'm going to expose a lot of truths. I'm going to expose a lot of bullshit you guys see on a daily basis. The fact that two dudes are comfortable smashing the same girl, one is a dude's wife. This is a new dynamic that has not been tried and tested throughout society. And I would argue wars have been started because of this. The fact that I would consider this toxic positivity. I know this is like a phrase word or a catchphrase, you know, circling right now on the internet. Like, this is legitimate toxic positivity. How is it? Name the benefit of any of this. What is the intrinsic value of this conversation between the dude who just fucked another dude's wife and the dude who is the husband? I just don't get it, guys. There's no intrinsic value from a spiritual standpoint. There's no, you know, I mean, maybe monetary because we're watching this video and they're making money from it. Emotional. What's the emotional value behind this? This guy, I paused it right here. Look at his face. It's a fake laugh. He's fake laughing about this for clout. This is crazy, guys. This is legitimately crazy. And, you know, I respect any man who can, you know, go out there and make $1 for himself, but not at this cost. Not at selling your soul. Not at the cost of selling your soul. This has gone too far. This is the cuckold ridiculousness the Matrix wants you to think is okay. This is not okay. People have died across the timeline of history for this exact same thing. You guys really need to put this in your head, especially as a young man, even if you're in a relationship right now. Let's say you're older and you're watching this video. Like, at no point, you know, obviously, you know, you want to switch it up, spice it up in the bedroom. Don't go this fucking far. God will fucking punish you for this one. This one has consequences. This one is karma. You will feel and you will kneel before God for this one. This is going too far. This is the beasts of lower vibrations attacking masculinity because they know masculinity will protect the realm. This is a video against masculinity. And it will circle the internet and everybody be like, oh, yes, what a great relationship to have. They're open. They could talk about it. If anyone comes to me with any of that kind of garbage, it's going to be immediate smoke. Immediate smoke. Guys, it's going to be immediate smoke. This is fucked. Oh, I'm just going to play this fucking video, man. I'm just going to play it.
100%, 9 out of 10.
Really? 9 out of 10. Who's a 10?
Well, obviously her.
Oh.
Well, it was a 9 out of 10. I never grasped an entire 10 before. It's like you gotta leave room for something that could possibly top the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll take a 9 then.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. So a lot of people want to know, I don't know, just like if I should feel diminished as a man as a result of this. Like the cuck narrative is very, very strong. I just want to get your thoughts on that, and if how people should think about that in the context of me being, you know, the silent third party in all this.
Well, I don't know. Like if you look at it in a business aspect, then basically it was just a job. You know, she's high up in her ranks. I'm high up in my ranks. Us two together obviously would make the move.
I gotta respect this porn star dude. This guy's a propagandist, man. He is selling. This guy's a salesman. He's selling this motherfucker on how he should feel about him sleeping with his wife, putting his BBC in this girl. He is selling this motherfucker. This is crazy. The Matrix, you know what? I think a lot of us, you know, we're underestimating the psychological manipulation the Matrix has on human beings. The control it has based off social media, based off of advertising, marketing. Like, this is a great marketer right here. Imagine selling a dude that I'm going to sleep with your wife and you're going to be okay with this. And she's a 9 out of 10 in terms of sex game. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? What? Oh. Guys, this is crazy. I'm just going to play this.
Amounts of money. So it's not so much being a cook. If you're comfortable with it, y'all communicated it prior. Obviously, she said y'all did. So it's not really a cook situation. It's more of like two people coming and making an understanding.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're cool with it, then, you know, it is what it is. Me personally, I don't know if I have enough in me to allow it, but everyone's different. Everyone have different levels of, how do I say, mental.
He's literally admitting he would not allow it. What the? Guys, he's literally admitting the dude who fucked Adam 22's wife has literally just admitted he would not allow it, but he just did it. Crazy, man.
Well, it would be kind of weird for you to find a dude bigger than you. Maybe they could resurrect Andre the Giant or something. Maybe you could get Brock Lesnar to come through and cut it up for you. But, I mean, you're kind of like the biggest dude that I could think of. I don't know. It's going to be tough for you to find a bigger guy.
Oh, they got a couple.
Yeah?
But, you know, it's not just the size, it's everything that goes into it that makes it, you know.
Definitely. Lena is just like shriveling up into a ball right now. I can see how uncomfortable this is making you.
Yes, it is making me very uncomfortable. And I'm glad that he's only, you know, on Zoom and not here right now.
You think that would be awkward?
Yes. Also, I would feel like I'd feel a lot of sexual tension, and I felt like we would have to do a scene if you guys were both here.
See, she's out of control now. She's on a tear.
I've been known to have that effect. I apologize.
See, all right. Now I'm going to have to really mind you next time you're going to an adult event that he's going to be at, right?
No, but I would be turned on if you were there. Yeah, it's like you're part of it.
So you think that if me and you go out to a party and we see him,
the devil's real. The devil's real. God and the devil are real. The fact that this dude is being tricked with extreme levels of vanity. I would want you there. Next time something would happen, it would only be hot if you're there. Vanity. Egotism. This is crazy, guys. I just can't believe what I'm watching here. And you know, people, they said to this video is going to be crazy. I didn't think it was going to be this crazy. Like, I wasn't even expecting this, bro. If my son ever brought home a female of this nature, I'm choking this nigga. Choking this motherfucker. I don't care if I go to jail. Sometimes in life, you got to make a sacrifice. This guy's getting choked out. This is crazy. This is absolutely asinine. Look at her face. I went to school for criminology, police foundation, stuff like that. We got told how to study human beings, posture, nature, physiology, psychology. This girl does not look like she is regretful whatsoever. This looks like, yeah, you bitch ass nigga, I could do whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to do whatever I want. There's nothing you can do about it. And fuck you. Just look at her. That is the physiology of somebody who really truly believes they've won this battle. And, you know, to some degree, she probably has. But the reality is what's going to be the long-term effects, because human beings don't really look at the long-term effects of this. They'll see something now. Who knows how their kid's going to end up? Who knows what's going to be the backlash of this? But this is crazy. This is crazy, guys. You've heard my thoughts and opinions on this. I just don't understand how we've come to this kind of crazy shit because of the internet. Just because, and this is the crazy thing I have with the internet. You know, I've had opportunities to be on here earlier. I didn't really want to take it because I didn't like how the internet kind of portrays reality. It doesn't actually portray reality to the best of reality's ability. I think it leaves out so many. We all live in this imaginary life on the internet. This is crazy to me. Like, the average man does not even want this. But if you were to watch this on the internet multiple times over and over and over and over and over, you would start to think that this is okay. And you'd be like, wow, I'm living an awkward lifestyle. But there's guys on the internet who make a lot of money who let dudes bang their fucking wife. So let me do the same for the elite. So when the elite come in and they screw over my wife after they put us in Armageddon, that it's going to be okay. And I'm just going to sit here and watch it. RPD here again. This is fucked. So let me ask you motherfuckers watching this. Are you going to continue to sit here and take the blue pill and be like, oh, it's okay, and this guy's psycho, he's ludicrous? Or you're going to take the fucking red pill, because soon your wife, your sister, your daughters will succumb to this bullshit, and you're going to sit here and watch it like a fucking cuck. This is fucked. Guys.
That there's a chance that we'd all end up hooking up after?
I don't know what his stance is on working with you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, hell yeah.
I get it in regardless.
Damn, that would be, yeah, I can see that. That would probably kind of make me feel like I had put a cap on this whole situation if we all did it together. Wow, maybe that is the three-way that we should do, because that would be pretty viral rather than just some random guy, right?
Yeah.
You're going to have sex with another dude and your wife just to go viral? This is why I don't like the internet. This is why I don't like social media. Nah. This is fucked, guys. You are willing to take away all your morals just so that you can go viral. He's part of the boys club. He's part of the club. That's for damn sure. This is what some of these other red pill guys are talking about. Dudes are just part of the club, man.
It would be crazy.
As long as I'm not
Plotting.
sitting in a chair with my fucking
You have
arms
to for
tied
one-
behind
for
my
one
back or
shot.
whatever.
You gotta hold the camera
Okay.
for one shot.
All right, so now I got to rewrite the script.
Yeah. What do people need to know about Jason Love, since like you're kind of, I almost feel like a large percentage, maybe even the majority of the photos that you're going to be taking over the next year or so, it's going to be people saying like, you're the dude who fucked Adam 22's wife. I don't know. I mean, I know you get recognized all the time, but it's kind of an interesting scenario that you're in now, right?
I got stopped on the street like 4 or 5 times already. Normally it's just to talk to me about me, but then it was like, oh, you, no jumper wife. I'm like, yeah, I guess.
This is a W for the BBC. This is an L for Adam 22. Like, guys, he's going to get clout off of this. Adam's reputation is going to diminish slowly and slowly and slowly. People smile on his face because right now, he probably has, 5-6 million followers, subscribers, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But slowly, his value as a man is going to diminish just because of this one act. And I need you guys to understand this. Like, this will affect the man long term. You got short-term gratification, you got clout. We're reacting to this video. He'll make some money off of this because, people are watching this video, but at what cost? Remember, and I want you guys to fucking remember this, there's no such reality as something for nothing. You must pay a price for whatever you want in this world. And it looks like he's paying a price that he doesn't even realize he's going to pay. And it's unfortunate. It's crazy as well to me. I'm done reacting to this. This is nuts, man. I can't believe a dude would sit here and watch his wife get banged by a BBC and be okay with it. And I'm black. But this is crazy to me, man. This is fucking crazy. But what I could say, though, apart from the video, my thoughts on it and so forth, guys, this is why you really got to be almost a superhuman. Because if you're not, all these indoctrinations that society is filling these women with will affect you. I went to school in Ontario. I'm from Canada, and I'll tell you, it is an indoctrination camp. The amount of fucking feminist, liberal garbage that you hear all the time, they really try to fuck people over in these schools. They're literally training you to be a demon, a demonic human being who literally has no faith, no source of influence, no God, no nothing. And this is a godless society that we're living in. But the good thing is that there is the seed of equivalent advantage. That means if there is a godless society, God is right near. So what I recommend you guys do is go seek God. That's the only way out of this. No, there's not enough money that's going to get you out of this because this guy's wealthy and he's still a cuck. This is a spiritual war going on, guys. Good versus evil. Negativity versus positivity. God and the devil. You guys really need to understand the war that you are in right now. There's units of intelligence sitting here either wanting to end life or accentuating it. We are nothing more than units of intelligence. And to be watching this, you either get more units of intelligence or based off of your reality, your units of intelligence will leave you. But what I can say, guys, is the only answer is consciousness. The only answer is becoming a better version of yourself. The only answer to this is creating a tribe of men that you stand with, that you are willing to die with, that you guys are willing to get to the highest levels of consciousness with. Because this is crazy to me. This is nuts, man. But all I gotta say is RPD here, Red Pill Dad. I want you guys to, like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want more reaction videos from me, I got a lot of content, a lot of information. I've been doing this kind of stuff, business, entrepreneurship, personal growth and development, health, wealth, all this stuff. I've been doing it for about 11 years. I now recently just getting to the internet. But I've done it all. But I think I do have some value to give to the marketplace. And I'm coming from a different perspective. And I know there's a lot of guys that tell you about, masculine frames, about, fucking getting a vasectomy and all this bullshit. That's just garbage. So if you guys really want to hear some legitimate truth coming from a man who's a father, a husband, and has multiple businesses, you tune in, subscribe. I got more for you guys, right? I'm out here to give you guys what you need, and it's not going to be nice. I'm going to tell some of you motherfuckers the truth, because at the end of the day, I got a son, I got a daughter, and I don't want them to live in a world where we have dudes who are going to be a fucking cuck. I don't even want my daughter to have a husband like this. I'll fight him. I'll fight him on the spot, actually. If my daughter husband comes to me and he's on this type of bullshit, the sword's coming out. So all I can say, guys, is live by the sword, okay? I'm going to have a video coming up shortly talking about the 19 tenets of love, peace, and prosperity to kind of frame your mentality. But RPD out. Kill it, guys.